Hey everyone, my name's Jamila and I will be talking about Pisces and Scorpio. So this isn't for just a Pisces man or a Pisces woman or a Scorpio man or a Scorpio woman. This is for just Pisces and Scorpio in general. So if you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, cuspa, Venus, this is for you. If you are a Scorpio rising, moon, sun, cuspa, Venus, this is also for you. So let's get into it. So I love Pisces and Scorpio when they come together. To me, this is like a therapist having a session with a traumatized client, and they are there to navigate this client through the emotions in order to bring down their walls and to get deep down into the depths of what is going on underneath those layers. Okay, now I'm going to be honest with you. I've got a lot to say about Pisces and Scorpio compatibility when it comes to a love relationship, but you know what, I may also discuss friendship too, because Pisces and Scorpio, they can be very good friends. Definitely friendship can be amazing, definitely, for sure. You know, it's not the same because this is synastry, but I had a friend, my 8th house is Pisces, and she was a Pisces moon, and we were really close, very close. It was a very beautiful relationship. So, but anyway. And I've also had the experience of having a friend with the Venus in Scorpio too. Beautiful relationship for sure. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get back into this. So, now, Scorpio and Pisces, they're both water elements. However, one is fixed and one is mutable. So with one being fixed, it's hard for them to come out of their ways, their stubborn and fixed ways, their mind, you know, their psychological, their psyche, you know, the way they go about things, what drives them and so forth. Where with mutable signs, they're always changing and adapting and molding to life and life in general, just and learning. You know, they're a student of life. We all are, but some people they don't learn their lessons, you know. So unfortunately they do repeat some habits and some cycles. So but with them being water elements, they naturally trine one another, so it's very easy to interact with each other because this comes naturally and easy. Now, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars, whilst Pisces is Jupiter and Neptune. So with Scorpio being ruled by Mars and Pluto, they can be naturally defensive, on guard. And then with Jupiter and Neptune with Pisces now, you know, because Pisces rules the 12th house, so it's a accumulation of, you know, going through all the houses, going through all the signs. You've been there, done that, and you're extremely enlightened and you're selfless. You know, you're in the higher realms. You know, you go there, you come back to the world, you go there, you're there, you're here, you're there. And with a Pisces individual, you know, it's very like, I am every woman or I am every man, it's all in me, Whitney Houston, because they do withhold all the 12 signs within, you know. That's why Pisces individuals can be quite confusing, because one minute they can be so soft, so gentle, and then they can be that Aries, and then they can be that Leo that wants attention, and then they can be a Scorpio, you know, or they can be that Capricorn working hard, chasing their goals, making that dream that they always fantasize about come to reality. So with Pisces always changing and adapting, that definitely can be something that can scare Scorpio, as Scorpios can be fixated. They can be stuck in ways of thinking, behavior. And because with an individual like Pisces, because they're always changing, they can change as a person. They can outgrow you, you know, but they can work around you. But if your energy is bringing them down, they are someone that will swim away, you know, because they want to feel free. They want to feel love. They don't want to feel like love has conditions, because Pisces is unconditional love. That's why it's exalted when it's in Venus, because you're connecting to the Most High. You're connecting to God, wherever you feel your I've lost my train of thought now. I'm sorry. But anyway, so I want to get back to, now that I've spoken about that briefly, I don't want to get too deep into it. I want to start off by saying, with Pisces having the natural ability to love unconditionally, this can help a Scorpio, especially because of unfortunately, there are Scorpios out there that have been through a lot of emotional turmoil, a lot of trauma, because they are ruled by Pluto and Mars. And that's sex, death, rebirth, transformation, you know. A lot of them may have experienced death at a young age, whether that's their parents, losing a close relative, an animal. Unfortunately, they may have been sexually abused. They may have seen some sort of sexual abuse. You know, the 8th house, which is ruled by Pluto and Mars, there's a lot of darkness, a lot of things that can happen. You know, the 8th house can be sex trafficking, for example, you know. It can mean so many things in regards to drugs, sex, death. It's the occult, you know. It's what people would call the conspiracy theorist, someone that dives deep into the 8th house. But yeah, so they could definitely have experienced a lot, or maybe they, could have had a parent, especially if it's the sun in Scorpio, that was an astrologer or a tarot reader, you know, someone that was into someone that wasn't into the norm of life, someone that was aware of the dark side of life, someone that knew about physics, metaphysics, you know, for example. So now, when it comes to this pairing, Scorpio will feel intrigued and drawn to Pisces. In some ways, they will definitely feel intimidated by Pisces, because they're just like, who is this love ball? Like, who is this magical being, you know? And in some ways, they want to capture Pisces, keep them close, keep them contained. But we all know Pisces does not like to be contained. So whilst Pisces will sit with you, chill with you, you know, reside in your energy, eventually, if they need to go, they will go. They will swim. And I do feel like that takes a lot of people off guard, because I feel like with Pisces individuals, they can be seen as a pushover, because they can be very loving and kind. And I feel like people definitely do take their kindness for weakness. But these people, they can be a fish, but yes, they can definitely be a shark too. Do not get it twisted. A Pisces will leave you with your mouth open wide, because you will be shocked thinking, who is this person? But this person was always here. It's just that they showed you a loving and unconditional side to them. Don't get me wrong, there are Pisces individuals out there that unfortunately they do overgive to the point that they are literally emotionally raped, where their energy is just taken and drained, and they're just used for someone's satisfaction, you know, an energy vampire per se. And this can be the case with this dynamic between Pisces and Scorpio, because depending on how evolved the Scorpio is, this could go either way, because this does have the potential to be a divine relationship, because Scorpio is the protector, and he's very sorry, me saying he and she, please don't pertain to that. I'm just saying he and she, but this can go for either. That's it. Scorpio will be naturally protective of Pisces, because they know Pisces is a kind, lovable person, you know, and they know that there will be people out there that could do Pisces wrong, you know, have ill intention. But now, with Scorpios, depending on how evolved they are, they could literally self-sabotage this connection between a Pisces and themselves, because especially if they're not healed, or they have some controlling, possessive and unhealthy, egotistical ways where they always want to have the upper hand at the despite of stinging their own selves and hurting the person that they love, which is Pisces, right? Or anyone for that matter, to be fair, anyone that they're emotionally connected to, because Scorpios feel things so intensely, they want to be in control. They don't want any surprises. So they try to control the narrative, you know, and that's where things can end up being pear-shaped. So, and because Pisces are lovable and they can love unconditionally, again, like I mentioned earlier, to the point of it being potentially unhealthy, this could become a unhealthy cycle where Scorpio is behaving in the way where they're draining Pisces because they know Pisces is going to be there for them, right? And then Pisces is just feeling beat up, you know, because sometimes, you know, Scorpio can make some smart, horrible remarks and Pisces will kind of just dodge them, like they just dissolve. It's like a wall of like energy, and they're throwing, and Scorpio's throwing dots, and it's just like Pisces like, okay, that hurt, but all right, I get it. You're just being miserable today. You're just being moody today, because these two both have the potential to be very moody, especially together, and especially when Pisces is around Scorpio, they will absorb that energy as well. A lot of mirroring with these two, I do feel as well. But yeah, because Scorpio, although they are known for change, right? Transformation, they don't like change as well at the same time. It all depends what else is in your chart, because if you have other elements, aspects in your chart, then this could play out differently. Maybe you are a Scorpio that likes change, you know, what do I know, you know? But typically they don't, because again, they don't know what's to come, which is like all, because they feel things so intensely. So oh damn, I hate when this happens. Again, I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, so this is why Pisces can really be a good suitor for Scorpio, because whilst they go through changes and the relationship goes through growth and transformation, especially if this is a Scorpio that is very closed off, quite cold, you know, although they can come across quite detached, they definitely do feel things deeply and do attach themselves to people quite strongly. It's just that you probably would never know, because Scorpios keep their cards close to their chest. Some of them won't be like, yeah, you know what, this is how I'm feeling, and you know, what is this, and what are we doing, or I'm scared, or are you gonna hurt me, or sometimes it's just a fear of rejection as well, you know, it being potentially one-sided, because Scorpios can become obsessive, you know, they can stalk at times depending on what sort of Scorpio you're dealing with, and whether it's physically or kind of, you know, scoping you out online on social media and so forth. But yeah, And when it comes to, I want to talk about the intimacy between these two. When they are intimate, it is out of this world. It's as though they are going to a realm that only the magical and only the spiritual find. Because although there are many humans on this planet and beings, we all are on the same spiritual path. You get a lot of people that will claim to be spiritual. You know, whatever. That doesn't even matter, okay? But anyway, so when these two people are intimate, it's as though they're healing one another, you know, because then we have the transformation, sex, transformation, you know, emotions becoming deeper, merging with one another. And then you've got Neptune, so you have Pisces fulfilling every need that Scorpio desires, you know. And then you have Pisces also you have Scorpio, also making Pisces fantasies live out that hot, steamy intimacy, you know. Scorpio and Pisces, they definitely will be in the bedroom a lot. They definitely will be thinking about each other a lot. These are the type of people that will be literally having a mind fuck, literally. Like, they'll be in their heads, like, thinking about what they did in the bedroom yesterday. Or, you know, they're both ready to go down in that room because they both desire deep, close, breathtaking, close, merging intimacy. Like, they both love it. And these are the kind of people, you know, Pisces and Scorpio, to be in bed so close to one another to the point that you can't separate the two. Like, who are you and where am I? Where are my legs and where are your feet? Because we are so intertwined with one another. This is the kind of connection. But like I said, you know, this can be a beautiful relationship between these two, because Scorpio can be very hard on themselves. They can keep their emotions to themselves, all closed, don't want to talk, don't want to barge, incredibly stubborn. And Pisces is incredibly patient, you know. But Scorpio can hurt Pisces. They have the potential to really hurt Pisces to the point that Pisces may swim away and not come back, you know. And that will hurt Scorpio, because Scorpio knows. They know. They know they may never find Pisces or find another Pisces again that understands them the way that they do, you know. And although Pisces will be able to move on, Pisces won't forget Scorpio. They won't forget each other. It's like there's some sort of there's just something like a boomerang effect. Like they just get pulled back to one another, you know, even when it's unhealthy, you know. But again, you know, it all depends, because there are some Pisces sometimes can have addictions, you know, especially to drugs, because Neptune falls under that. And drugs is also comes under the 8th house too. So these two could also have a situation where they both have addiction problems, and then they merge with one another, and then it becomes really unhealthy, you know, while they're both kind of feeding one another's bad habit. That's another situation that could transpire. But even as friends, this is a beautiful relationship, because Pisces will show Scorpio a different world, a world of where love does exist, and love is unconditional, and love doesn't come with terms and conditions. And that's definitely something that Pisces can teach Scorpio for sure. That, because you do have some Scorpios where they are fixated in regards to, well, if you're not going to do this, then I'm going to withhold my love. I'm going to withhold my sex. Because some individuals, some Scorpios, they do use sex as a weapon, you know, because a lot of them can be confident in that way. They are ruled by Mars and Pluto, all right? They can be very charismatic and very sexual. And I don't mean sexual like, oh yeah, I'm giving up tomorrow, you know. No judgment here, by the way. But I do feel like Scorpios get sexualized a lot as something that I don't really like. They are sexual, they can be, but some of them, you'll be surprised, some of them not at all. It's the complete opposite. But that's like with every sign. But I just wanted to mention it here with Scorpios, because I feel like a lot of people think like, yeah, Scorpios just, they're just out there doing it with everyone and anyone. And you know what? I'm sure there are some Scorpios that have that issue, because again, it's ruled by, this is Pluto, sex. So some of them can have a sex addiction. You know, it's possible, having an addiction to porn. That is possible. But we're talking about the relationship between Pisces and Scorpio, and Pisces is that butterfly that Scorpio captures and is like, whoa, what are you doing here? But wait, I've been waiting to capture you. Like, I've been waiting to come across someone like you. I've seen so many beautiful butterflies, but you're different. Something has me more open than usual, you know? But the only thing as well is that Pisces need their time. Scorpio need their time too. Scorpios need their time to reflect and transform and shred and renew, because they're constantly shredding. They're constantly going through that phoenix stage, that eagle stage, and so forth. So, and Pisces will be happy to give them their space, you know. Of course, they'll be missed, but Pisces is happy to do that, because Pisces will be holding space for them regardless, you know. Even if Pisces moves on tomorrow and says, you know what, this isn't for me, Scorpios just hurt me too bad, they will always have a love for you. They may not talk to you again, but they will definitely think, you know what, I wish you the best, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to talk about? Because I have a habit of forget, like, once I stop talking, like, damn, I should have said this and I should have said that. If that is the case, I will do another tape. But no, this is a beautiful, very beautiful. That's it. That's what I wanted to mention. There will be times that maybe Scorpio feels not necessarily abandoned or neglected by Pisces, but Pisces need time to regroup and fantasize and be by themselves. You know, Pisces want to burn their incense, maybe even smoke something on the low and just chill, watch movies, have a little treat on the side, you know, again, incense burning. Maybe they want to play with tarot, you know, watch a few astro videos, because that's one thing that Pisces and Scorpio can talk about. They can talk about anything. Like, they can talk all day, all night. They could be up in the morning just talking. And these two have the ability to just sit with each other. They don't even need to talk. They can just literally, they have a psychic link. They can literally communicate with each other on a psychic level without talking. They're the kind of people that can sit in a room, not talk for the whole day, and just be happy to be with each other in that same room and same energy. But like I said, sometimes Scorpio may feel like they've been pushed to the side, because there are going to be times where Pisces might swim away for a bit, do their own thing, but they'll come back, especially if you haven't done anything. You know, they'll be back, you know. They can be in their own world, you know, self-absorbed and whatnot, but it doesn't mean they're not thinking of you, you know. And I feel like that's something that Scorpios will feel like, damn, like, where's Pisces? Where they at? But they'll come back. They're just gone for a little adventure, but they'll be back. And but yeah, these two have the potential to merge souls, you know. Some would say, oh, this is twin flame, twin flame-ish, but that, I would say, use discernment. This all depends on your situation. Like I said, it all depends on what Pisces and what Scorpio you're meeting, you know, because if this is an unevolved Pisces or an unevolved Scorpio, then it may not play out so beautifully, you know. It might be very unhealthy, very like roller coaster, like up and down, you know, one person ghosting this one, then a Scorpio ghosting them, you know, mind games, manipulation. It can be really, it just depends. But this is 50 Shade vibes, you know. And you know what? I don't know if any of you guys watch Marriage at First Sight, because I'm from London, the UK, United Kingdom, and there was a recent show on there with a couple called Lucinda and I think it was Tim, I could be wrong. And Tim's a Gemini. I don't know what his moon and rising is, but I feel like he does have some sort of Scorpio energy, because or maybe he got some aspects to Pluto, because he actually went to prison for drug trafficking for a year, he said. And of course, drugs falls under Scorpio. And I felt like, oh, of course, you know, prisons fall under the 12th house too because it's unseen, right? But I thought maybe because he's very closed off and he's lost a lot of family. You know, he lost his mom, his dad, and his brother. And when he came into the show, Lucinda, I don't know what sign she is. I genuinely don't know because they haven't mentioned it, and I haven't actually looked it up, to be fair, either. But I get Neptune, I get Pisces. She might be a Cancer, but I get so much Neptune from her. She's incredibly sweet. Her wordplay is crazy. Like, she's so articulate, she's good. Like, so patient, and she sees the bigger picture. She doesn't take things personal, even though she is human and she's got feelings. And of course, she's going to hurt like any other person, you know. But yeah, beautiful. If you can, I would recommend looking at the dynamics, and I'm sure you'll probably understand what I'm saying. But like, she literally, just by being there and just exuding that love and that gentleness and that patience, it broke Timothy down. He was hard as a rock. Like, this guy, he's been through a lot. You can see it, you know. Poor thing. I actually feel for the guy. But I got Pisces and Scorpio from that. I did. And they might not even be a Pisces and Scorpio, but the dynamics and the way things were playing out, it was like, because Scorpio will feel things even if they don't want to, because Pisces will touch them in ways they never felt they could even be touched, or even like literally, you know. So yeah, this is a deep love, you know. This is but yeah, let me know your experiences. Have you been with a Pisces? Have you been with a Scorpio? What was it like? Was it healthy? Was it unhealthy? Share your stories, your experiences in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to talk to you. Like this video as well if it resonated. I may do a video again in the future, but I don't want to repeat myself and be boring and waffle. Do you know what I mean? So I'll see how this goes anyway. But yeah, thank you for listening, and take care, guys. I'll be doing some more videos as well in general. But yeah, take care. Bye.